I think you're right. I mean, an up fake here or there, getting the ball inside, that's how you create high percentage offense. Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Out to Hardaway. Wants to get it to Humphries and does. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Huertas passes to Hibbert. He dishes it to Nance. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
A clear look for Hardaway. And that's not going to go. And the first half is
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what an amazing performance, the hometown. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They lead by 11. All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the...
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Looking at the game Bazemore's been having, 10 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Teague and Korver are the guards, and it's Bazemore at the 3. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Good on the shot.
And you look at Horford's game offensively. His mid-range jump shot is as pure as it gets. You got to say, he's probably in that Dirk Nowitzki territory from out there as far as accuracy. Doesn't possess the range that Dirk has, but from mid-range, as good as it gets.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Atlanta. Russell dishes to Randall. Clarkson kicks to Randall. He feeds it to Russell. Clock at 6. Knocks it loose. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Shot's good by Clarkson.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
The Hawks leading by 12. Inside, here's Millsap, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And he is the biggest body at 6'8", Clark, but Paul Millsap, very effective.
And part of his being underrated and underestimated, I think, is due to that size. But folks are finally starting to come around. That kind of production he's put up will make that happen.
And Millsap with over a 7-foot wingspan and also just a great nose for the ball. He gets you rebounds, blocks, and he leads all power forwards in steals pretty much every season.
Mike Scott's checked in for Paul Millsap. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Schroeder passes to Horford. To the wing right side. Bazemore dishes to Schroeder. Korver kicks it over to Schroeder. And he banks in the layup. Schroeder's got his second basket of the night.
And speaking of Millsap's defense, I mean, he can switch out and cover perimeter players as well. His smaller stature gives him that versatility, but then the long wingspan allows him to still bang with the biggies.
The Hawks leading by 14. The 3 from Korver. Randall grabs the board. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. The drive by Russell, and he gets it to go. Russell's got 5 points so far. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Scott. He kicks it to Bazemore, and stolen by Hibbert. And here comes the break. Now, here's Clarkson, guarded by Korver. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Now the Hawks moving it the other way, and the slam dunk by Bazemore.
tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And Horford, here we go. Can't cash in from close range. Now here's Kobe, the fast break opportunity. Here's Hibbert, and Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
The Hawks making a switch here. Splitters checked in, and the Lakers also making a switch. Nance is checked in, and he gets it to go. Splitters got his first basket of the night.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Chris Humphries has checked in for Mike Scott. Cephalosha comes in for Kent Bazemore. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Teague in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Teague. The stupendous finish in traffic. Teague's got 10 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Cephalosha passes to Teague. Hardaway from outside, and he gets it to go. He's got 5.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And stolen by Splitter. Cephalosha kicks to Teague. Got a piece of it. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
Paul Millsap's checked in for the Hawks. And he's good on the second. .23 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now the dish to Humphries. Deflects the pass. And here's the fast break. The pull-up. Rebound, Atlanta. Millsap's got 7 rebounds in the game. Cephalosha. And released it in time. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Hawks on top, up 19. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next. On 2K Sports. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Russell. And it's Hibbert in at the center, locking down the middle. Schroeder passes to Horford. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Here's Randall. No good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. And here we go. Fast break. Korver's got it. Kicks it to Clarkson. Good work defensively by Horford.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Utah Jazz. Teague with a clean look. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And that's not the way for a team to get back into a game, giving up open shots like that.
Well, you just watched Jeff Teague. He's a natural scorer. Clark, he's also made steady improvement as a playmaker.
Yeah, you look at his assist rate, Kevin, well in the top 10 in the league. He's cut down on his turnovers as well. You can tell he's starting to really figure it out, and the game is slowing down for him.
Kent Bazemore's checked in for Atlanta. Nick Young's checked in for Los Angeles, but they get it back. Schroeder kicks to Korver. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta, and stolen by Hibbert. Here's Bryant. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
And guys, how about the awareness there with that finish in traffic?
Feeds it to Horford. There's a good screen, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Roy Hibbert picks one up.
And he's also athletic. You know, sometimes you forget that. I mean, this guy's got the tools also to be a terrific defender. And I still think he's developing consistency at that end of the floor.
And Bryant kicks to Hibbert. Good work defensively by Horford.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Schroeder passes to Korver. Out left to the wing. It's stolen by Randall. And now here comes Young leading the break. And the shot is good. That's 10 points for Kobe Bryant.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him. And speaking of Jeff Teague's defense, I mean, his rebounding, I think, could also be a little higher. I mean, with his bounce, he can get in there and grab a few more.
Now, here's Schroeder. He's guarded closely. Out to the right wing. And the slam dunk by Bazemore.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game.
The Hawks leading by 19 points. Millsap kicks it over to Schroeder. And the call will be against Julius Randle. Russell, he's checked in for the Lakers.
Now into the lineup for the Lakers, D'Angelo Russell.
1:41 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Clarkson dishes to Russell. Randle passes to Hibbert. Russell kicks to Clarkson. Back to Russell. The feed to Clarkson. Rebound by the Hawks. Millsap's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game. And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Atlanta.
You're right there, Steve. And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, Clark, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
Well, it deflates the opposition when you can be pesky defensively, and then it sparks your offense, and that's what happened for them. When you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's hard to overcome that kind of defensive pressure.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
Well, once they'd taken the first 2 from them, you could just sense how this one was going to go.
And maybe it goes without saying, but they had no answer for Paul Millsap. He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds. I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Good on the second free throw. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Well, I've always thought that it was good to maybe miss a breakfast or 2, but that's another story. Anyhow, you can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Now Schroeder fires for three.